Right guys, so I'm here, Black Mountains, for a hike and camp. Yeah, that's the last I'll be seeing at the car park for 3-4 days. I've got all my winter gear. I set up a little bit late today. I slept through my alarm. I don't sleep very well at night, and I woke up about 6 hours late. So there was a couple of options. One of them was to camp near the base where the car park is, and then continue on as I planned and extend the trip a day. What I've opted for is parking in the car park. It's a few miles closer to where I intend to camp. Now, it should only take about an hour or so to get to the camp, which means I'm not going to lose any time by the sounds of things, if all goes well. Anyway, I'm going to get some mileage covered, and I will come back to you when I've got a bit more interesting stuff to say or show you. See you soon. Got a long way to go that way, but tomorrow night it's going to be up there, somewhere in there. Yet to decide, but I need to investigate what it's like once I get up there and see what the wind is like. But for tonight, we got to get down to the reservoir, which is that way. First night. Bring this along. Very interesting time. Maybe I'll ward off all the demons from my new gaff. Bothy. Came from down there, down in the valleys. I'm heading way up there. Up that way. There we're going to come across. Up there. This thing's mad. Yeah, a place to just chill out for 5 minutes. There you go, so I'm going to chill out before I go and pitch my tent somewhere over there. Just before it gets dark. Anyway, I suppose I better get going and then get some water and settle in for the night. Right, so welcome to my camp, night one of my hike over in the Black Mountains in Wales. My plan is a 3-day hike and 2 nights of wild camping on the way. I was going to go round on a clockwise, almost circular route, but checking out the weather today, I noticed that the winds up at 811 metres where I was planning on my first camp were going to be 60 mile an hour tonight, which is no good. So I decided to reverse the route and go anti-clockwise, which meant I would be down in the valley for the first day, and it paid off. I got to the Bothy, should I say, sorry, at the northern end of the reservoir down by Waun Fach. I think that's how you pronounce it. I asked my Welsh friend, Matty Durkin, how to pronounce Waun Fach or whatever it is, and he's Welsh, and he still came back with Waun Fach. So I think he was taking a piss to make me say it wrong. Apologies if you're Welsh and that offends you. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, out in these mountains, I got to the end where the Bothy is at the end of the reservoir. I was planning on maybe pitching up the night in there because I was running out of time. As I said earlier on, I set off a little bit late because I overslept. I slept 6 hours longer than I should have done. I was getting here late, so I thought I might pitch up in Bothy. Went into the Bothy and it was a bit pokey, so I didn't really want to stick my my sleeping bag up in the top bit where the platform is, because there's too many spiders, and I hate fucking spiders. So back to the original plan of the campsite on the opposite side of the river from the Bothy, just up on the rock face. There's a couple of flat spots there. I knew this from watching other people's videos on YouTube and a bit of work with Google Earth and OS maps and stuff like that. You can work it out and try and figure it out. So I knew where I was going, just went straight to my spot that I was planning on. Found a lovely little flat pitch, and I pitched up. Now unfortunately I didn't get any video of that because I was losing light and I needed to get set up and sorted out. So I did that, had a cup of coffee, and here I am. It's now dark. I'm in my tent, good old Cloud Peak 2. It's been a hard trek today, carrying about 22 kilos. I mean, it's probably more than I expected to be taking, but I did add in a few extra bits of comfort. And, you know, I didn't need to bring a bunch of shortbread like that, which is quite heavy. I didn't need to bring oat bars like that. They're quite heavy, but they taste good, make me happy, so I thought I'd keep them. Anyway, as you can see, I'm all prepared for bed. I've got my thermals on, thermal base layer with just a dry wick t-shirt, my puffer, giving it a go. I tested it out on a cold evening with the car windows open. Drove for about 40 miles with the car windows down, just wearing this jacket, and it kept me really, really warm. So I've got faith in it tonight. I won't be sleeping in it, it's just for while I'm sitting here chilling out. But then I've also got these bad boys. I don't know if you can see them, but this is the Naturehike down trousers and Naturehike down boots. And I tell you what, I could probably lay here and not even get in my sleeping bag tonight if I stayed in all of this. However, for comfort, I won't. I'll take these back off and get into the sleeping bag, just my base layer. Now this sleeping bag, we know, I've had it in my last videos. The Ascent 900, really, really warm. I don't think I need much more than a base layer in there for the temperatures I'm reaching tonight. I'm all in my sleeping bag now, just down to my base layer, and I'm going to get some sleep, I think, because I want to be up tomorrow about 7 o'clock, so I can get everything packed away by about 8, half 8, and then I want to be up on the track. First thing for tomorrow is to get up to the height, and then we're going to walk our way along across the peaks until we get to the highest. I won't try and pronounce it again, the one that begins with W. 811 meters elevation. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. Judging by what I've seen of the terrain today, we can do it. You know, I'm not really going to be down much food because, if I'm honest, I haven't eaten much tonight. But I'm going to have a massive brekkie, and hopefully that'll give me enough energy to get all the way up with my 22 kilos. But yeah, I've had a nice hot chocolate, a couple of bickies, just listening to some tunes on the radio. I've got to say it, Radio 1's banging tonight. I hate Radio 1 normally. That's alright. Keep me amused. The only thing I can get, because I've got no reception here whatsoever where I'm down below ridges either side. So yeah, no reception, no videos, nothing. So just going to listen to the radio for a little while and then get some sleep. Like I say, I want to try and get up nice and early. Probably be up way earlier than that. Make Brecon get on the road, packing up this stuff. I dread packing up. I absolutely hate packing up. It takes so bloody long. Just getting everything in its dry bags and compressed and packed away right, because it all got to go in a certain way, otherwise it don't fit. But once we're done, it usually takes about half hour to get everything completely sorted, packed down, packed away, and then we're off. I hope I'm going to get to the top tomorrow with plenty of time in the afternoon, because it's not far after that where I was planning on pitching up for my second night. That's obviously depending on the weather. We've had our strong winds already. When I was walking up here, I was a bit dubious whether I was going to be able to camp up here or not, whether this bit was going to be sheltered. I did read on the forecast that even in some of the lower slopes could have had some nasty gales and gusts. They had 45, 60 mile an hour winds last night. Went down to about 40 tonight, I believe. Up high there can be gales, so that's why I walked the opposite way around. Hopefully tomorrow it should die down in the day, I believe, to 30, 20, 30, and then at night 40. Our winds all coming from the northwest. So if it is too strong when I'm up there, I'm going to just drop down the east side of the ridge and into the trees and see if I can find somewhere a bit more sheltered, even if it is just, you know, not a great pitch, but just somewhere sheltered. Failing that, if it's rotten, if I can't do it, then I have an evacuation route before I go on too far, and I'll know that once I'm at the top. And it's from there down a different route, and that'll take me directly down to the car rather than going the other peaks and quite a fair old walk back to the car from there. So we will see. I will see what the weather's like tomorrow and judge what it's like when I'm up on the top, and then I'll let you all know. Hopefully I'll be able to get some decent footage of the walk tomorrow. I didn't get much of the walk on the way here. Like I said, I was losing light. Well, I weren't losing light, but I was losing time, and I'd played it right, because if I'd have pissed around with the camera too much, I'd have been probably cut off last light, putting up my tent in the dark, and that is, as we all know, an absolute ball ache. So I was laying here asleep, I started to freak out a little bit, and I thought I was under attack. Something was wiggling my tent, I'm pretty sure of it. So I shouted, barked, nothing, didn't hear anything, ran away, didn't hear nothing, just stopped. Slowly drifting off to sleep, and I hear it again. It's that close as well, it's like, what? And it feels like the fabric of the tent is flapping around. So, okay. Barked again, fucking stopped. I started falling asleep again, I heard it again. Fuck that. Excuse me. And I heard it again. And I thought, right, sod that, let's get the torch. I get my torch, and I think, oh, I'm a bit hungry, so I might have a biscuit. Reached over for the biscuits, and I find this. Right, so these are my biscuits, and then I notice this. I wrapped those in brand new bags before I came. And then I look over here, and there's crumbs, and there's a hole in the outer bag they were in, because they were double bagged, of course. And then I look over here, and what's this? Some little absolute shit. Tell you, if it comes in here, I will kill it with my bare hands. Good morning, YouTube. Got through the night. It was fine. It didn't rain much, only a little bit. But as you'll have seen in my video a moment ago, or part of the video a moment ago, I had a little visitor from a shitty little mouse. He's lucky he got away, because he would have been my breakfast. But he's chewed 2 brand new air vents in the bottom of my tent just to get some fucking biscuits, which I had double wrapped, all closed up, put away inside the tent. The bugger still found them. So my tent is now junk. However, a bit of a saving grace here. The zip on my door for the Cloud Peak 2 has been snagging really badly, and last night it got jammed, and now the zip is all off kilt and it's starting to wear away on the material inside of the zip, which I will try and show you. the tape and everything that's running around the edge of the zip is all fraying up. Up in that corner, the zips are all misaligned now. Not really a lot I can do, but this is going back. It's torn the brown flap where it got caught in it. Yeah, it's absolutely shocking build quality, really. Disappointed because I had a lot of faith for the Cloud Peak 2. Got a lot of reviews online, and my initial review of it was that it was a very good tent. You know, it's not priced how it looks, so although it's good, it's not going to be as good as the Hillebergs, and you know that it imitates. However, on a brand new tent, I don't expect the zip to be going on its second outing. It gets looked after, and I would just go as far as saying it's crappy build quality. So it's going back, and I will get another tent. I'm open to suggestions, so if anybody's got any suggestions of a tent they think I should try which is on a par with this or better, obviously I don't want to be taking a step down. It needs to be capable of fairly strong winds, snow loading, heavy rain. I intend to take it up on peaks, not necessarily when there's gale force winds like I would with an expedition tent, but you know, I do intend to take it up higher. And if anybody's got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments, and I will get shopping. And I'm open to products that people suggest and think are worthwhile me having a look at. So get busy, and I can get shopping when I get back. As you can see, I've got a spicy sausage pasta bake on the go in the tin, and my coffee on the go. Now, I woke up this morning and this is what I saw. Cloud and fog everywhere, so I can't see a thing. And it's going to make my navigation absolute hell later on. So I'm not rushing to get going. I'm going to take my time, because I know I'm going to have to do a lot of map and compass work just to make sure I stay on track and don't wander off somewhere unknown. Now, this little shitty rodent that's broken into my abode, I'm not sure, but I think it's gone and ruined my second night, because if I am up high and it does start absolutely wetting down, then I don't know that I might not get water come into the hole that it's chewed down there. There's two, there's one there and one around the other side. There's also another couple of attempts it's made in along here, down there, down in this corner, and some down here. Hasn't quite got through there because I scared it, but it's definitely been inside in that corner, come right through. There's a tunnel right through. So I'm thinking, depending on how I feel once I get packed up, I will make my way up to the ridge, continue on, and then take the evacuation route out from the very top of Waun Fach. Waun Fach? Waun Fach? Waun Fach! I don't know, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm going to balls it up every time. Don't mean to offend anyone. But yeah, once I get up there, there's a path straight down to the car park, and it should negate the need to spend any more time out here if I have to, which has now been decided for me. So I think I'm going to just relax this one, because there's no need to get set up tonight. And if I do have to do a half hour in the dark, I have to do, you know, half hour in the dark, as long as I'm careful. Anyway, I'm going to eat my breakfast, let you know what it tastes like in a minute. It's absolutely gorgeous, I'm sure. Here it is. It's been cooking away in there nicely. And I will, yeah, That's what I'm about to chow down on. Right, this is the Wayfarer spicy sausage pasta, which I'm having for breakfast because it's the heaviest one. Got my titanium spork, which I bought the other day, long one, helped me get in the bottom. And tasting pretty good at the moment. It's a bit like a all-day breakfast with the egg and bacon. Quite nice, actually. Anyway, this should do me. And once I've finished this, neck the coffee, continue packing up, dry the tent, get it all sorted, and then get on my way. And hopefully I'll bring you back once I'm moving. Peace. Okay then, we are off, all packed up. We're camped just over that hill somewhere. Got to get back across the river. I crossed here last night. Should be able to get back across there at the moment. And then we're going to go up, oh, where am I looking? Up the trail, up to the top, back and across to the ridge, over that way. And then that should bring us all the way round up the top of here, along to where we need to be. But I'm not going up that way because that's going to be horrible, grassy, boggy, horrible climb. Up to 715 metres I think. We're at about 590 at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to go the long way just to play it safe. Oh. Anyway, let's get moving. I'll make that. Oy. Oy. Here we go. There's the Bothy. Last night when I was up there taking a leak and I looked over here, I could see that glowing. The windows were glowing. Not quite sure why, if anybody made it in there last night, but yeah, did make me wonder. And it was all night, pretty much, till about 4 in the morning when I last got up for a wee. Showing the sheep, upwards and onwards. I think I'm going to have to make a tactical decision here. I really want to push on. I'm just not confident enough that when the cloud is there and it's getting down lower, that I'm going to get to where I need to be to pitch camp at 5 o'clock. So, and I don't know what's up there. I don't know how suitable it is. And I just do not think I'm going to make camp tonight at 5. So I have a choice, and that's to grin and bear it and see what happens. You know, I'm prepared, so I'll be okay, I think. But if something goes wrong, it could go really wrong. And I don't know if I'm into taking the chance. And the other option is to head back towards the car park, the way I came up to here. And see how I fancy on the way down there, how I feel on the way down there, should I say, and see if there's anywhere else that I could squeeze a night into. Failing that, I think it's a full-on complete abort. But I had a good night out and a good long hike. I reckon I've almost broke the new boots in. Giving me a bit of jip as well, if I'm honest, on the hills. I've tightened them right up, but they're still stinking. Not an exact fail, is it? I got out here, had a nice wake, all uphill all the way. I mean, it weren't exactly mega steep, but it was uphill all the way until I got to the drop down for the bothy down there. Yeah, I'm out here and I'm enjoying this. Can't really complain too much of that. I mean, it's beautiful, murky but beautiful. Look at it. And that was my view when I woke up this morning, just from the opposite side. Not bad. Well, once the fog cleared, anyway. I woke up and there was blanket fog everywhere. Right, I think we're going to call it. What do you reckon? Let's do it. Let's get back to the car. If anything, at least I can get back home and have a decent fry up or something later on this evening. Shame, real shame. But I haven't tucked into any of my expedition foods, so I'm prepared for the next outing. Maybe I'll give it a week or two and I'll come back and have a go at this again, going the opposite way. Drop down in here for the last night like I was planning in the first place. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the trip back to the car because you saw it on the way up here, the little bits I did record. So I'll say adios from the Outdoor Outlaw out in the Black Mountains for now.